Your life? This vitamin juice is not bad, but it could be better. That's a lot of juice, right? I kinda accidentally started a DLC quest. How can I go back to my main quest? Let's see, where do I pass? Right there. I'm gonna have to follow the road.
Good day, Teresa.
You're full of talk, and yet you haven't 2 groschen to rub together.
You should talk. All you have is what falls from your master's table.
Ha! Look at you, thin as a rake from never having a decent meal, and still bloated from nothing but pride.
What a
At
sick
least
dude.
I can read and write and...
Get him.
My God!
Oh crap, oh no. We don't do that, we don't do that. Oh, yeah, I think that's it. What is this? 0729, 0930. What's the newest one? It's probably this one. Wait, is it? I don't think it is the one. That's not the one. 2.1 hours, 3.5 hours. 1903. Shit. I don't think it's this one though, but yeah, it's not the one. So what am I supposed to turn in? Turn into the good thief. Or I'll just probably I want to do the main story. I don't want to do the DLC story right now. I just want to progress it like a bit, like just a small progress through the main story. Then I'll go take a sleep. I get sleep for the night. Alright, so main quest. Where am I supposed to go? Go to perks Perkstein to see Sarazi. Guilty quest. Quest giver. Do I have a horse? Not the dog. I want the horse. I don't think there's a horse here though. Oh well. I have everything I looted back then. I think I do. Which is nice. I'm gonna try to find a trader and just sell my items just to get a lot of money. What's this? Oh, lockpick, never mind. There's someone here. Hi there. Bats.
Greetings. What do you need?
What kind of governor is Sir Hannes?
He's strict, but just. Thank God for him. He don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Radzik. So you don't see no one attacking us.
What's life like in Ratai?
Good. Or it was. Till them refugees came. Still, we're better off here than most places.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Ugh, don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rebel was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here, they do nothing but thief and make problems.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Terrible things. Horrible. I hear they skin people alive, and what they do to the women folk. Better take your own life than fall into their hands. Beasts they are. Animals. Good luck then.
The bats? There's like a lot of stuff to read here. Like a lot. Women in the Middle Ages. In the medieval, purely patriarchal society, the man was the head of the family. What happened? With the roles of women determined by their relationship to daughter, sister, wife, mother, or widow. Girls had a short childhood, according to municipal documents, reaching the age of majority between 12 and 15 years of age. Boys, in terms of territorial law, became grown-ups at 15. Men spent most of their time at their craft, trading, or swordsmanship, depending on their station in life, while women attended to housework and family. Only a widow could obtain permission to conduct trade or craft activity, with the help of journeymen, of course. Village women did not leave their homes very much or wander their vicinity needlessly. I'm supposed to drink this electrolyte drink without even spilling the bottle sweat onto the keyboard. Some rules about venturing out were dictated by social class. While townswomen and noblewomen could venture beyond the home only when accompanied by their spouse or servants, the wives of artisans, merchants, and peasants could walk about unaccompanied. The domestic activities of well-to-do women included embroidery, cleaning, childcare, shopping, and playing musical instruments. Village women spent their time working in the fields or pastures, beekeeping, weaving, spinning, preparing food, knitting, and sewing. During the High Middle Ages, the ideal of beauty was a thin, pale woman with long blonde hair, small rounded breasts, relatively narrow hips, and a narrow waist. There's like a lot of codex stuff, but I'm not gonna read all of them in stream. But all the women. Is it Dana?
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
Well, technically, I robbed it myself. This is not mine to begin with. I need a horse though. I want a horse. Wait, nourishment? Nourishment is 50. I can just eat like apples and stuff. Let's see, so go here. Get the dead man's ring from another paycheck. I'll do this first. I need to trade and I need to get some more food. Oops. I forgot about the stamina. Who are you? Townswoman. Fast travel. I got a fast travel point now. Right? Yep. Let's go. Hello there.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Is there a trade anything? Alex. A beggar?
Hal, what are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later.
I'm from Skalitz. Good book. You all know what happened there.
Look, horses.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul. It is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
No, I don't think that's it. Or is it above? Maybe? I don't know. Could be here. Yeah, it's here.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Perkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him! Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear, you're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Alright. The Ratai tournament takes place once a week. By the way, train hard, go to training ground and talk to Captain Werner. Where's the training ground? Training ground is like outside. Okay. Feudalism. $50 energy. Baker. Tavern. The Czech word for tavern, hospoda, may originate from the Latin hospice, guest. Hospitium, hospitality, shelter, though the more likely etymology is from the Old Slavonic hospod, hospodja, the master of the house. Houses were an integral part of all medieval villages. Originally, beer was drawn in what was called the mass house, an area on the ground floor of a townhouse whose owner had brewing rights, while special-purpose taverns and inns came along later. These served as places for social events, meetings, trading, and lodgings. Some inns had rooms for overnight guests and special stables and spaces for carriages. These were called wagoners' inns and were located out of town at crossroads and along trade routes. Seating was more often outdoors than indoors. It was said of Wenceslas IV that he was fond of visiting taverns and alehouses to eavesdrop on what the locals had to say about him, and to check that the owners were complying with his edicts. In the Middle Ages, no one took exception to alcohol. The Germans, Russians, and Czechs in particular were Europe's fabled drinkers. There was a formal curfew at dusk, when the night watchman began his rounds, although drinking and feasting often went on until the early morning hours. Can I sell stuff here? Tavern. Is there a bed? Oh, I'm in a private area. Crap.
God be with you.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king. Take care now.
Another tavern. It's another tavern. Pikmin. Another fast travel point. Yeah. Wait, training grounds? Over there. I missed it.
Captain Bernard's not here. I should stop by during the day.
During the day. So how do I... Where's the bed? Quest tipster, cobbler, activity giver, grocer, camp. Wow, look at this. That looks nice. So I can take photos. That is so cool. So for example, it's this one, so just snap photo. You can also do like a super resolution photo, which is nice. Like I can photograph a scene. It's not like an official photo mode for the game, but Nvidia does it for the game. I'm doing super resolution photos so that I can try to edit these when I'm And we're free. It's actually pretty good. I like this like a lot. Maybe take a photo like that. It's actually pretty. I just discovered it by accident. And I love photo mode. So this is very convenient for me. Where's that camp at? Wait, that's my camp. Cook item. How do I rest? Sleep and save. So we sleep until morning. Can't sleep any longer. Wait, 5, 6. Where's the herald for that? Where's the herald for the tournament? Whoa, what is this? Unexplored place. There's like all this, a lot of unexplored places. Activity giver. Where's the herald? Oh, that's where the herald is. I'm actually going to just fast travel right here, and then I'll head straight to the herald. Let's see. So this is the combat arena. So the herald is probably here. Is this the herald? Sir Hanush. No, the herald is over there. Wait for me. Hi.
Greetings. What do you need?
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake, Sir Hanush's rule is every contestant has to put up 60 groschen.
That's a bit rich for my purse.
Aye, the tourney's only for fellas that are serious about it. If you can't pay, you can't enroll.
Wow.
What are the rules of the tournament? Is there anything I should watch out for?
Well, it's not a life or death struggle. We're not barbarians, after all. Anything in particular you'd like to know?
How long does it go on?
All day long. The combatants have to go through several tough bouts before the outcome is decided. Usually the victor is announced before sunset, but it's not unheard of for duels to drag out until nightfall.
How many rounds do I have to win to become the final victor?
Depends how many people enroll. Today it comes out at 3 rounds. The combatants who win the first round go through to the second, and the winners of the second will fight each other in the final duel.
What are the rules of combat?
The tourney is for commoners, but that doesn't mean chivalrous behavior doesn't apply. Anyone who leaves the arena before the winner is announced forfeits the duel. If you strike an opponent who has yielded, you'll be disqualified too.
And what do I have to do to win? Do I have to beat the opponent every time, or do I get several tries?
To get to the second round, you have to beat your opponent twice in the first one. If both opponents win 1 bout each in the round, the victor is decided in a third duel. Whoever wins that one goes on to the next round.
What kind of weapons are used in the tourney?
You can take your pick. In the first 2 duels, that is. If a third duel is needed to decide the matter, Sir Hanush chooses the weapons.
Can I borrow weapons and armor here?
Not only can you have to. This is about fighting skill, not about who's got the best kit. So you and your opponent get the same. There's equipment prepared for all the combatants. As soon as you sign up, you'll have armor and weapons prepared for you too.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
God be with you.
I can't join the tournament. I like the shadows here. Man, I feel so sleepy. It's like I'm slowly fixing my body clock. And it's already 3 a.m. I usually sleep at 5, but yesterday I slept at around
My respects to you.
2 a.m. Woke up at 6 for a workout.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzik sent.
I'm not a boy.
That's for me to decide. Right now, a boy is exactly what you seem. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before,
I
we'll
did.
start with something simpler.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. May the Lord watch over you. So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it. Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Yeah! Well done. Nice. Ah, that's it. All right. Very good. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times. Well done. Well done. All right. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike.
Okay.
Strike. Strike. Ah, that's it. What is it? Good. Ah, that's it. Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow. Nice.
Oh.
All right. Very good. Well done. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back. Ow. Good strike.
Okay. I'm actually out of stamina now.
Ow. Ow.
Ow, what the fuck?
Ow. Ow.
Oh, this is kind of bad.
Fine. That's enough. I have my work cut out, it seems. That's life. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword.
Okay.
All right. Good.
It's alright.
Well done. Ah, that's it. Good. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Okay.
All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside.
Okay.
Not bad. Ah, that's it. Ow. Very good. Very good. Ow. Very good. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. Good. Good. Well done. Oh. Very good. Nice. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start.
Wait, let me do something. Paper, well, it's almost 3:30. Oops, sorry.
Captain Bernard!
Wait a while, Henry.
Oh, hello there.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed you were Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you.
Okay, so attack him. He's dodging it.
All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. If the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
No, we dodge it.
Wrong!
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started. All right.
What the heck? How did I dodge it?
Well done. Ow. Good. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him.
How do we do that?
Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
So, strike and then change zone.
Nice.
That's cool. So, feint and then do this.
Nice. Not bad.
Okay.
Wrong. Again.
Wrong.
Good. Well done. Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Whenever you've got nothing better to do and you're in the mood for it, you can come and train here with me. I can teach you something more when you're up to it. Let me to teach you archery. Come with me.
Archery, is it? I'm gonna take a photo of this first. It's a kind of maybe a nice like a nice photo. I don't know. Let me see. Field of view. It's probably not very nice. We'll try to make something out of it. Maybe it's need some foliage. Nah, I don't think it's a nice photo. Harold Bushman. Consolation crosses are merely stones with a cross engraved into the surface, were erected in places where tragic events or important historical events in the life of the community or the country had occurred. They were closely linked to criminal law, a symbol of admission of guilt and a plea for forgiveness. The consolation cross embodied repentance by the perpetrator of a crime, built at the culprit's expense. Alright. Where's the archer range? Maybe I might read some stuff. Events. The Battle of Nicopolis. The Battle of Nicopolis took place on September 25, 1396, between the Hungarian king Sigismund and the Turks, led by Sultan Bayezid. Sigismund's army was made up of soldiers from France, Burgundy, Germany, England, Italy, Bohemia, Poland, and other countries. In all, it was 10 to 15,000 strong. The Ottomans, who at the end of the 14th century controlled the entirety of the Balkans, numbered almost 20,000. The experienced Turkish combatants routed the Christian knights completely, largely because of the Russian and French knights who disobeyed orders, attacked the Turkish vanguard under the misconception that it was the main force, and were subsequently crushed. Those who didn't die on the battlefield were brutally put to death, reportedly up to 3,000 men. The wealthiest were taken prisoner and instead saved only by paying a ransom, which they paid over decades. When news of the defeat reached Paris, no one believed it, and those who had initially spread the news were put to death by drowning for spreading malicious lies. The Ottoman victory was a triumph of Islam over Christendom. The Turkish army represented a real threat to European countries, especially Hungary. Little is known about the war in 1402 to 1403, when Sigismund invaded Bohemia and tried to seize power, and the records that do exist are fairly vague. However, we do know the fate of Scalus, which was burned to the ground on March 23, 1403. We know the exact date because the document was preserved that Sigismund signed that day in the siege camp. Sigismund undoubtedly chose Skalitz because silver was mined here and the town was administered by the royal hetman Rasek Kubayla, a supporter of the king. Sigismund apparently wanted to disrupt the flow of money going to the Wenceslas. According to legend, Kobula and his people, who were hiding from the attackers in the castle, were able to escape because of a great storm that blew up and forced a besieging army to wait until morning to take the castle. The castle defenders took advantage of the opportunity and under the cover of darkness fled to nearby Ratai. In the morning, the only thing Sigismund's men found in the empty castle was a goat. Sigismund then razed the town and the castle to the ground, and the castle was never rebuilt. The Papal Schism or Western Schism was a rift in the Catholic Church in the Middle Ages during which there were two papacies existing simultaneously, one in Rome and the other in Avignon, France. It began in 1378, the year after Pope Gregory XI brought the papal court back to Rome from Avignon, where it had resided for almost 70 years due to hostilities between the Roman papacy and the Kingdom of France. When Gregory died, the Neapolitan Bartolomeo Vignano was elected pope with the same urban VI. He, however, quarreled with the cleric college of cardinals that had elected him. They therefore declared his election void and elected a new second pontiff, Pope Clement VII, who re-established the papal court in Avignon. He was recognized by Scotland, Castile, Aragon, Navarre, and Portugal. Siding with Pope Urban VI in Rome were Italy, Germany, Bohemia, England and Ireland, Flanders, Poland, and Hungary. The schism continued even after the death of the original rival popes with the election of Boniface IX in Rome. And Benedict XIII in Avignon. The popes in Avignon were called antipopes. At this time, European efforts to restore the unity of the Roman Catholic Church were growing. Unfortunately, neither the council nor the popes themselves were able to reconcile, as neither side was willing to budge from their demands. In 1409, the dispute escalated to the point that the cardinals declared both popes invalid and elected a third, the antipope John the 23rd. None of the popes submitted to being dethroned, however. The conflict embroiled the rulers of the various countries involved, amongst others Sigismund of Luxembourg, who took the side of John the 23rd. Man, I've been reading a lot. Let me follow this guy. Search reader nearby. Quest tips there. Oh yeah, wait. This is where the range is. Ooh.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get in position. Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements, just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement, the arrow aiming at the target and flying at it.
Maybe the fellow's
What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself
Has anyone
a better
told you
one,
you're
and then
supposed
those
to
arrows
shoot
will
at
fly
the
so
sun?
fast.
Shut up. I'm trying to aim.
The arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
I'm not surprised that a girl had to save your ass.
That flew nicely. Practice for a while, and no nonsense.
I'm gonna have to practice with the
Well,
bow.
that was awful. I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I don't have enough.
Then you'll owe me or work it off. Let's get to it.
I feel quite hungry.
Compete with Hans, Cap, and Marjorie. Nice. I have the most points.
I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
I told you I have a heavy hand, ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt. What are you grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Great. Sword fight with Hans Kaplan. Is it fast travel? I just want to fast travel to the combat area. Oh crap.
Well landed.
Giving up already?
Stop eating.
God damn. Missed. Shit.
Come on.
What's the matter? Come on.
Come on. Nice.
You'll get what?
It's cheating.
Give up. Jesus Christ.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Oops. Oh my god.
Oh
Okay.
dear, did that hurt?
Mm-hmm. No, 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 no.
Well. Curse it.
Do I win?
Well, you got the better of me this
Nice.
time, blacksmith. I must be having an off day.
Are you alright, sir?
Don't worry your mangy head about me, peasant. We'll see each other again soon enough. You can keep my bow. Its best years are behind it anyway.
Nice. I haven't turned him around to give you a chance to finish him off. Okay.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
I hope he has.
Watch it, boy. A few of my men have won fights against him before and never had a problem. But you could be the first. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
Report to the bailiff. How far is that? Bailiff is there, so I'm gonna go and fast travel here. I need nourishment too. I'm gonna have to find some food. Six to six. That's fine.
So many people died in this bastard.
Kunesh?
I see you survived.
Aren't you observant?
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. I owe your father, and he's dead. So get out of here.
Do you really want to make me angry? Do you really think that's wise?
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. And what am I supposed to do about it? You think you'll get anything from me? Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can find some money. If you forgive my debt, that is. I've lost everything. My
All right then. Start talking.
No. First, I want you to swear you won't be demanding anything else from me.
Very well then. Talk.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who said it. It's a miracle I could even hear it in that chaos. Either way, somebody hid a lot of coin under a dovecote.
Under a dovecote? And that's it?
That's all I know. How many dovecotes could there be in Skalitz? If you've got the guts to go back there, you're bound to find it.
Fine. We'll see.
Weaponsmith. Hi there.
God be with you, good sir.
Let's sell some stuff. How much? He has 1.5k. So I can't sell armor and stuff. But I only have 19 though. I only have $19. 19 coins. He does have some good stuff. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Is there like good photos here? Like, how do I... Master Huntsman Sword. I want to take good photos and them come deliverance.
Bread
Alex.
beach just this morning.
Yeah,
Bread.
onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
Taylor. There's also... what's this? I don't know what that is. Apothecary. Meat. Wow.
Good morning.
May the Lord watch over.
I can just sell this. Lentil mash. I can't consume that anymore. Let's save just in case. Okay, and then let's go to my quest. What am I do here? No. Wow, look at that. Actually looks pretty cool if I try to take a photo. Oh no. What's going on? Camera is having a problem right now. No, that's bad.
My respects to you.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Uzhitz. He could teach you.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed?
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
You can count on me, Bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, Bailiff.
God be with you.
Between 11 and 19 o'clock.
Hey,
Carrots and day to put a smile on your face.
Yeah, it's definitely moving. I don't know why.
Knives, axes, rakes, hoes. Get the best right here.
My respects to you. Good luck to you.
Alright, this must be the general trader. I'm gonna sell the coif. Wait, never mind. I think I'm gonna be able to use the coif. Hunter's gloves. I'm gonna sell this one. We have noble shoes. Don't think it's visibility 51 is. This is actually better. I'm gonna sell this one. Padded black coif. Makes me more can speak first. I have padded coif in there. Patched hose. Sheepskin. How much does this all cost now? Captain's horse. Can I steal Captain's horse?
Good day to you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Aye, there could be something for you. Sir Anish is convening the Rat's Eye tourney again at the Upper Castle. It's always a great occasion with duels all day long. You can still enroll now, if you think you're good enough. And that's not all. Berthold, our local gamekeeper, was looking for help with something a while back. Why don't you ask him if he still needs help?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
No one I can take off. May the Lord watch over you.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name
Henry.
and in fealty to?
Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Yes, I've got you. Well, come on in then. Make yourself at home, Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Let me see. I have the... Oh my gosh. That's heavy. I'm gonna have to find another trader and sell some stuff. I can't sprint while overloaded, of course. I wanna sell my stuff though. I don't wanna waste it. What's this?
Rakes, spades, forks, and axes. All... Good health to you. Farewell.
He still has 60.5. If I sell my stuff right, then I will be able to lessen my weight. Let's see, I have light padded armor. This is 64. I'm gonna sell this one. Padded coif. Sell that one. I'm gonna keep the red scarf as a memento. Slippers. Would probably sell the slippers. Wait, I don't have it equipped though. I think. Oh wait. Intrusive gloves. Tight olive hose. Bam braces. War horse gambeson. 0.1. That's total weight. Wow. It has 8 armor though, which is nice. I'm probably gonna sell one of these. One of these common bassinets. I'm gonna sell the weaker one. So how much does that cost now? Check basket. So 12. I can sell some more stuff out there. Boar hide. Alright. Weapons. Green shirt. Light padded armor, no color. Padded coif. Oh, it's better. The slippers? No, normal shoes is actually better. I'm gonna sell the slippers as well. I'm not gonna sell the Warhorse Gambeson because it's actually pretty useful. Light padded armor. 35.4. Padded coif. This one 564. 566. So padded coif is better. I get 41.7. So let me equip some stuff. So common bassinet, noble shoes, light padded armor. What for the pants? I have the tight olive hose. Right. Or do I have something that better? Padded coif. Alright. I think we're doing good. How do I know what time it is? Read another one from the codex. Characters. Charles IV. Charles IV of Luxembourg, born Wenceslas, son of King John of Luxembourg, was the second member of the Luxembourg dynasty to become King of Bohemia, and the first to attain the title Holy Roman Emperor. He held many other titles besides: Margrave of Moravia, Count of Luxembourg, King of Italy, King of the Romans, and King of Burgundy. Renowned for his diplomatic skills and erudition, he actively endeavored to consolidate his position and ensure the survival of his line in Europe, especially in Bohemia, Moravia, and Germany. He was well versed in several languages, and at the French court he was tutored by none other than the future Pope Clement VI. During his reign, Prague and the lands of the Bohemian crown underwent a major transformation, becoming a powerful political, economic, and cultural center. For this reason, this period of his reign is known as the Golden Age. He initiated the construction of many superb edifices, which thus bear his name, including Charles University, Charles Bridge, and Karlstein Castle. He was keen to emphasize the role of religious faith in society. He renewed the cults of Saint Wenceslas, Saint Sigismund, and Saint Vitus, consecrating various church buildings to them, among others Prague Cathedral. He married 4 times and had 13 children, most of whom died in infancy. The most illustrious of his offspring were his sons Wenceslas and Sigismund, who both became rulers over the lands of the Bohemian crown. I'm just gonna read a bit and then I'm gonna sleep. The Cumans first arrived in Czech lands in 1260. Under the leadership of the Hungarian crown Prince Stephen, they fought against Bishop Bruno and the army of the Austrian lords, which they thoroughly vanquished. The Cumans appeared for the second time in the 1270s, and they defeated the army of King Przemysl Ottokar and went on to pillage Moravia. They last invaded the Czech lands under Sigismund of Luxembourg, who could afford no better mercenaries than the Cumans. Estimates speak of several thousand fighters. One of the places that succumbed to their ravages was Silver Skalitz, the birthplace of our game's hero. Wow. Jobst of Moravia was Margrave of Moravia from 1375 and Elector of Brandenburg from 1388. He also had the throne of the King of the Romans, although he did so for a mere 15 weeks until his death. He was the son of John Henry of Luxembourg and the nephew of Emperor Charles IV. He achieved his standing in Europe due to military and political intrigues, aimed primarily against members of his own dynasty, particularly Wenceslas IV, against whom he rebelled along with the Moravian forces in the so-called Margravate Wars. He initially supported Sigismund of Luxembourg's efforts to seize the Bohemian crown, but in 1403 he began opposing him and together with Albert IV, Duke of Austria, took part in a rebellion against him. His previous support for Sigismund was probably motivated more by self-interest. It ensured him future influence as long as it seemed that Wenceslas will be deposed and Sigismund or even Jobst himself would take his place. His campaign against Wenceslas won him and other nobles many privileges. Then in 1402, when the situation changed, he rebelled against Sigismund and was even instrumental in liberating Wenceslas from captivity. We don't know whether the change was due to cunning or conscience, but to the end of his life he remained surprisingly loyal to Wenceslas IV. Towards the end of his life he even stood against Sigismund in the election of King of the Romans, and won. He didn't enjoy the crown for long though, and died shortly after. Jobst was not only politically astute, but also a very thrifty governor. Many rulers, including Sigismund himself, were financially indebted to him. In his day it was said that it was Jobst, not either Wenceslas or Sigismund, was the true and crowned sovereign of Bohemia. At the time our game takes place, however, he was in debt up to his ears. It's 409. Alright. Pope. The Pope. Sir Hanush of Lepa. Rattay and Sasau. Rattay was a small market town with two castles, the upper castle, known simply as Rattay Castle, and the lower castle, known as Perkstein or Perkenstein. The oldest written record of Rattay dates back to the 13th century, when it was the property of Pribislav of Rattay. At about the same time, ownership of Rattay passed to Burgate Rosnata of Uzis, whose sons held several other castles and villages in the surrounding area. In 1293, King Wenceslas II gave Rattay to Bishop Tobias of Beshin, and it became the property of Burgrave Heineck of Tuba, who was the heir to the house of the lords of Lipa. Rattay experienced its greatest renown and prosperity under the administration of Henry of Lipa, his sons and grandchildren. His son John was the most politically active. The town was also governed by Henry's relatives, the lords of Perkins. I can't read anymore, I'm too sleepy. Skip time. 11 o'clock. I need 11 o'clock. And it's already 11 o'clock though, so it's fine. Where is it? I'm nearby. Wait, what? Here. I need B though. Oh, it is B. Vincent. Kunesh. Whoa. Look at that lighting. Let me see. Oh gosh. What? That's a nice photo right there. I'm gonna take a photo with my phone. Wow.
God be with you. What can I do for you? God bless.
Farewell.
Like, what am I supposed to do? The nightingale, right? Where's the nightingale? Join Nightingale Patrol between 11 and 19 o'clock. But it's already 11 though. So I'll try to find Nightingale somewhere here. It's also pretty nice if I maybe try to take a photo. It's Nightingale. Probably that one. Yep.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
You're too early. We'll meet in the afternoon down by the church. All right?
Too early. But it's between 11 and 19. What time is it? This is 11. Oh gosh. 11 and 19. 11, 12. Between, so probably 6 hours.
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way.
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go.
Wait, let me equip my bludgeon.
This is our church, St. Matthew's.
I must follow someone slow down to walk. That's cool. I like that.
It serves
Makes
not
the game
only
more
as the house
immersive.
of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
I like the shadows and highlights in this
This is
game.
our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard.
Vegetables,
Naturally, we have an
fruits,
executioner
apples,
too, but he doesn't live in
cucumbers,
town.
onions.
That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it.
The swordsmith lives here.
Pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink.
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
Won't go to the church. Go back to your people. I don't want you here. Is that manure?
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any arms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
We're both good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon now, are you, lad? Fine. Fine, have it your way.
God bless you, and you too, citizen. I won't be a nuisance no more, really. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus, you're as bad as each other.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
Jan Birdie Jelsek. Let me try to wait for this guy to... No. Oh man, I wanted to take a photo of the guy on the right side.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day. Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard. Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Well, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up... There's one alehouse.
Jesus
here
Christ
in
be
Market
praised.
Square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate.
Take care
We'll
now.
be going there later. Let's move along to the inner bailey. Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble, and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice, too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
I swear, after this one, I'm gonna go sleep. I swear.
The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Let me see. It's a nice photo right here. So camera, field of view. I like the shadows going on here. Makes me kind of practice for my street photography walk on Saturday. Depth of field. Near blur curve. For blur curve. Focus depth. Blur radius. Something like that.
What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by Sigismund's hordes.
Whatever you can spare.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Alright.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
Let's save the game now. Wanna save the game? Alright, that's nice. Wait, it requires me to use saber snaps?